Good evening, humans. Tyrannosaurusmoth here, and tonight we're taking a look at the RSC Unsanctioned Classic Superstars Road Warriors Animal and Hawk figures from RSC Toys. Let's do this. Aesthetically speaking, these figures look pretty good, and right off the bat, they are the exact same body, the same buck. So we'll be looking mainly at, for this section, we'll look at Hawk, and then we'll look at the differences for Animal, and like move my ring all over the place here. There we go. So, whatever. So proportions are good. And yeah, just overall, like, good frame. And yeah, just that definitely works for the Road Warriors. You know, very basic, no washes or anything like that. Not going to be wrestling figures, generally don't have that. Gear looks good. You know, obviously the black pants, and we got those like just cool looking designs on the side. Never actually understood what they were supposed to be. They just looked awesome and worked really well. So there you go. You know, black knee pads. You got the red boots with the buckles punched in with the straps, which is really nice touch. Then we get the torso, and one thing I will note here is there is definitely a difference in color between the upper and lower torso in the arms. So the arms kind of match the lower torso. The upper torso is definitely a bit lighter. I don't know how well that's coming across on screen here, but yeah, I didn't notice it. You notice it more in certain lights than others, but overall, yeah, it's there. So you're gonna notice it in certain aspects. Getting to the likeness, looks really good. This default head for Hawk definitely looks a little more forlorn, so which is interesting. But yeah, no, it still looks good. I mean, it still looks like Hawk, which is awesome. And yeah, more of a soft sculpt. These definitely have a Jazzwares feel to them, and that's in more than one way. And we'll get into that more as we go along with the review. But as for Animal, same stuff. So again, exact same body. Differences are obviously he has tattoos. So we get this one over here. We get his other arm, that, and then obviously his face sculpt is different. So this looks awesome, though they didn't do the sides of his kind of like tri-hawk sort of deal, and I'm not sure why, especially because all the artwork has that. I've only ever seen him with that. I mean, I don't doubt that he's probably at one point just had a straight up mohawk, but yeah, that's a weird omission, I think, because that's part of his look. And yeah, only other difference here is that he has red knee pads instead of black. And one notable thing about these knee pads is they are not just the slip-on type. They have some tabs here on the back, which is nice because you can just remove them easily and put them on other figures or whatever. So yeah, that will do it for aesthetics. There's a really nice loadout of accessories here, and a lot of doubled up things, which makes this a little bit easier. So I'll go over one and then we'll look at the differences. So for hands, both of them come with a pair of requisite C-grips. Then we get a pair of fists for each, and then finally a pair of splayed out hands. So very nice all around there. Then of course they both come with their entrance shoulder pads. These look awesome. Layered, just like colored layered plastic. So we get a black plastic kind of base piece, and then we got some more red plastic over that with some black paint for all the spikes, and we even get silver paint for the eyelets here at the front, which is really nice touch. They are both the same things, and then we get another overlay here at the shoulders. So yeah, really cool looking shoulder pads overall. They nailed it here. It would have been nice if there was something coming across the side just to secure it to the figure a little bit more. They just kind of go over the head, but that's a minor gripe. Other than that, it looks fantastic. Then we get two alternate head sculpts. So we just looked at the main ones. Obviously kind of the forlorn looking Hawk, and then Animal, kind of a more stern, you know, kind of neutral look. Then Hawk's other face, of course, is with his tongue out. I think they did a fantastic job here. Just looks great. Again, looks just like him, and yeah, good work. And then finally we get Animal's alternate head sculpt with the like gritted teeth. Also looks fantastic. Nice clean paint all around, for pretty much everything. They've done a great job there. Again, just missing the sides of his kind of mohawk tri-hawk sort of deal going on there. So yeah, that, again, strange omission, but is what it is. And yeah, that will do it for accessories. Articulation balance here is decent, and once again, this is where the Jazzwares comparison comes in again, because very similar engineering, just entire posability philosophy is here. And well, again, they're both pretty much the same figure, so I'm just going to use animal here as my example. Freestanding kicks, no issues, which is nice. For the head, we are on a ball hinge, so we can look all the way up. Can definitely look down. Not really a ton of tilt, but we do get rotation. Hinge and swivel at the arms coming up just past the T. We do get bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows bring us to here. We do get hinge and swivel at the wrists, all horizontal. We do get a ball at the diaphragm, ball at the waist, and crunch forward, okay. Arch back a little bit better. Get a little bit of side to side and some rotation, mostly at the top, though these do come apart pretty easily. And you can see, so pretty much the exact same thing we see with the Jazzwares figures, and the Unsanctioned kind of lining up with the Unrivaled and the other one that I can't think of because now I'm trying to think of it. Unmatched, you know, kind of feels like a clue. Then we get to the hips, and only come over about that far. Not really a lot of clearance there. So not that the Road Warriors need to be doing full splits, but also worth noting that the right legs on both of mine pop off very easily. You can see it just kind of like falls off that ball, and becomes annoying occasionally. So just be careful of that, and I might have to like put something there to kind of sturdy that joint a little bit, but is what it is. Front kicks, we can get close to 90, so definitely nice. Then we get thigh swivel, double jointed knees, which once you get rid of the knee pads do get in the way, but once you get rid of those, you're coming up to there. We do get boot swivel, perfect point, some decent forward, and some excellent rocker. So that will do it for articulation. Getting into size comparisons, here they are with some WWE and AEW figures, with some other wrestling lines, with some domestics, with some imports, with some monsters. Finally, with yours truly in human form in both 1/18 and 1/12 scale. So my final thoughts on the RSC Unsanctioned Classic Superstars Road Warriors Animal and Hawk figures from RSC Toys is that this is not a bad first outing for RSC Toys. Definitely very interesting. What looked like it was going to be an amalgam between like kind of Mattel style design and Jazzwares, but this very much has a Jazzwares feel. Even down to the kind of kind of weirdness in it, like, the floppy legs. The fact that the right leg on both of these just pops off super easy is a little annoying, but is what it is. Again, a new company, so I don't know what the behind the scenes stuff is. I just wish they'd figure out their pricing. First day, this was apparently $54 for like an hour, and then it went up to $58, then back to $54 once they did the second run. So is what it is. I do not like Ringside's pricing approach at all. I think it's kind of bullshit. So there's that. But aside from that, the figures themselves, definitely decent. And I don't know how else we would have gotten Road Warrior figures like this. So that is definitely worth noting. They did a great job with the accessories. The likenesses are on, again, except for animals, like, kind of missing hair there, which is a little weird. But everything else, like clean paints, the articulation that is solid is very solid. And they just look great on the shelf. So I definitely recommend it. Certainly if you are a fan of the Road Warriors, aka the Legion of Doom, they definitely work. So these are available, obviously, through Ringside Collectibles, pardon me. So you can get them there as long as they're available. So wish you the best of luck. And that being said, I hope you found this review informative and somewhat entertaining. And if that's the case, I hope to see you back here because I do multiple reviews a week of action figures related to tokusatsu, dinosaurs, monsters, pro wrestling, and more. So if any of that appeals to you, come on back. Let's just escape the world for a while, talk about some nice plastic. But really, at the end of the day, I hope you're well. I hope that all of your toy dreams come true. And most importantly, I hope that you and yours stay weird, simians.